everybody, how you doing? Coming to you live from Limitless Church. It's Christmas time around here, as you can tell. I'm sitting in the beautiful foyer of Limitless Church. This is a beautiful, most powerful, beautiful church in the world, filled with the most wonderful people I've ever known in my life, filled with God, filled with hope, filled with anticipation and of what God is doing and gonna do. And as I think about this season, and as we go into this series that we've been doing called Unto Us, I also am hit with some things today that I believe are really important and significant as we approach this season of Christmas. Because while all of us are filled with joy and filled with glory and thinking about Christmas and family and Jesus, and there are some people that are just dealing with anxiety. This season, more than any, seemingly brings stress and pressure and anxiety and depression. More people, they say, deal with depression during Christmas than any other season throughout the entire year. It reminded me of those scriptures when the angel first showed up to Mary, and when the angels, even in Gabriel, showed up to the shepherds. You know, before the angel could tell Mary about what he was going to do for her and what the Holy Spirit was going to do in her in conceiving Jesus. And even before the angel could even tell the shepherds about the joy and Jesus being born in Bethlehem, do you know the first thing the angels had to say was, "Fear not." That first Christmas, the first thing that the Lord had to deal with was anxiety and fear. And isn't it amazing? All these 2,000 some years later, that in a season that should be the greatest season of joy, in fact, that same angel Gabriel, when he says, "Fear not," he says, "For I bring glad tidings of great joy." That this should be the season of greatest joy in our life. And sometimes it's the season that brings the most anxiety and stress and pressure. It's the season where some people are thinking about all they've lost this year. The loved ones they've lost, what they've gone through, what they're dealing with, the pressures of not being good enough, not being able to do what they want to do for who they want to do it for, financial pressures and stresses and anxieties, relational anxieties, relationships that have been damaged or lost or broken through this year, and it shows up like never before in this season. And even, like I said, lost loved ones, that maybe someone's lost someone through this year, and it's becoming real and more real as we begin to enter a season where those loved ones are pulled close. Sometimes the void of that loved one is there, and the anxiety and the fear and the despair and the depression and the heaviness. But I love what Gabriel said. He said, "Fear not, for I bring glad tidings of great joy." That the joy of the Lord is our strength. That I'm praying that this season, God will restore joy. That God will eradicate those anxieties. God will lift those fears. God will surround you with a glory that will take away all of the dark clouds of despair and confusion and stress. And as you enter into this season, may a fresh joy come in. May you receive the joy of the Lord. May you receive a fresh encounter of God's glory that fills your room like it filled the room of Mary, like it filled that pasture there with those shepherds, that the presence and the glory of God shine round about them. May that same glory shine around about you today and through this whole season. May every fear be broken off of your life. May the God of that same glory bring a glory and a joy that is full and overflowing in your life in this season like never before. May God bring an invasion of light and glory and love and peace beyond measure in this season. For unto us a child is born.